Hello everyone, I'm Freddy Fazbear and welcome to 5 Facts at Freddy's, our new series where my friends and I will be giving you guys some little known facts about Five Nights at Freddy's. So let's get straight into it, shall we? Alright. So I'm gonna start off with a pretty bittersweet fact about me, Freddy Fazbear, and it's about the fact that, well, I wasn't always called Freddy Fazbear. Back before the very first Five Nights at Freddy's was released, Scott was originally gonna call me Freddy Bear. Yep, that's right, Freddy Bear, and this is evident on the Steam page for the very first Five Nights at Freddy's, where there's a part that says, if something isn't right, namely if Freddy Bear or his friends aren't in their proper places. So yeah, that's a bit of evidence right there. And also on the Kick Track page where Scott attempted to raise money so he could make Five Nights at Freddy's, in the description you can see it says, "Can you survive the night shift watching over Freddy Bear and his friends?" So yeah, at some point during the game development, Scott decided to change my name to Freddy Fazbear, and honestly I can say I'm pretty happy with that. Freddy Fazbear is a little bit better than Freddy Bear. I guess he kinda just stretched out my name and added the Faz for Freddy Fazbear. Okay, so that's our first fact. Now let's go over to Foxy for today's second fact. Alright.
Thanks, Freddy. Haha! So today, I'm gonna be talking about the fact that in FNAF world, JJ was going to be a potty mouth.
Wait, what? A potty mouth? What are you talking about, Foxy?
Well, JJ, you remember Foxy Fighters, right? The minigame in FNAF World Update 2, where you, me, Nightmare Chica, and Toy Chica battle against Souldozer.
Yeah, I remember that. That was cool.
Well, apparently you said something in that game that was so inappropriate that Scott cut it out completely.
Whoa, really? What did I say?
Well, let's play the audio file right now and find out together. Oh, and if any kids are watching this, you might want to, cover your ears. I mean, it's not that bad, but yeah. Roll it!
Now I'm going to kick your ass! Wait, what? I can't say that in the game.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I kind of understand why that was cut. And you can even hear me say, wait, I can't say that in the game. That was pretty funny.
Hahaha, I know, right? So you were supposed to say that in the game after Nightmare Chica's play gets shut down by Souldozer, and then Toy Chica says... So yeah, after she said that, you were supposed to say your line, but it was cut out. Okay, now that we've tainted your minds with that, let's go to the third fact with Chica.
Thanks, Foxy. Hi, everyone. I'm Chica, and I'm here to bring you fact number 3 for today. So, some people used to say that the entire series of Five Nights at Freddy's was just a dream. Now, while that hasn't been confirmed, there is one part of the games that we do know to be a dream, and that's the cutscenes in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Remember the ones where we're Freddy and we're on the stage, and we turn around and I'm looking at you creepily, and then Bonnie's looking at you creepily? Ah, so scary and weird. But yeah, those are actually confirmed to be dreams. Now, how do we know that? Well, if you go into the game files for Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and look at these sequences, you will see that they are called Dream. So that confirms that these segments are in fact dreams. And in my opinion, I think it's Jeremy Fitzgerald having nightmares and thinking the animatronics are gonna know who he really is and that he's not really Freddy when he puts his mask on.
I'm a cupcake.
Exactly, Cupcake. He thinks the animatronics are gonna see through his disguise and catch him, which luckily they never do. Whew! Okay, now it's off to Bonnie with fact number 4.
Thanks, Chica. Hey, everybody. Bonnie the Bunny here, bringing you fact number 4 for today. So I'm going to be talking about Mini Rena. Before Sister Location was released, Mini Rena's role in the game was very different to how it was now, and Scott tried looking for a voice actor for her, but I guess he didn't find one. He advertised on Voices.com, but I guess no good ones turned up, because Mini Rena actually had a description on Voices.com that is very different to how she actually acts in the game, or how they act in the game. I mean, there's more than one Mini Rena, But anyway, Mini Rena's original description was, you will be voicing a female antagonist, a henchman of sorts. This character will be a small doll-like minion with a sweet, flirty voice. She doesn't do any actual harm herself, but she observes, tattles, and leads destruction to the player's door. all the while reciting phrases as though she were a prize to be won at the carnival. Now that is absolutely completely different to how Mini Rena is in the main game. However, when it says that she leads destruction to the player's door, that kind of reminds me of Sister Location Custom Night, where they destroy the oxygen, you know? Maybe Mini Rena's original role was something like that. But yeah, what I think happened was, when Scott couldn't find a voice actress for Mini Rena, he basically had to change her role in the game, because without her talking, she couldn't really tattle on the player, so that made her completely different to how she was supposed to be. So yeah, there's an interesting fact about Mini Rena. Now for the final fact of the day, we're gonna go to Golden Freddy. Take it away, Goldie.
Thanks, Bonnie. Hello, everyone. It's me, Golden Freddy, bringing you the final fact of the day. And today, I'm going to be talking about the hidden numbers in Sister Location. So, Freddy has talked about this before in a previous video, but for those of you who don't know, throughout the whole game of Sister Location, you can actually hear a hidden voice in the background saying numbers. And I mean the entire game. You can hear it throughout the nights, you can hear it throughout the minigame, you can hear it on the main menu, through the cutscenes, on the extras menu, and in Custom Night. You can hear this voice everywhere in the game, and it always says the same 4 numbers in a random order. And these numbers are 1, 5, 7, and 8. Now I'm going to play the audio files of this voice so you can see what I'm talking about. Roll it. Now, this fact that I'm trying to show you guys isn't the fact that these voices are in the game, but I'm going to be showing you guys who is actually saying these numbers and who is behind the voice. I decided to put these voice files in Audacity, and I edited them so I could figure out who the voice really belongs to. And I mainly did this because I haven't seen any videos where anyone tries to figure out who the voice belongs to. So basically, because this voice is so deep, when I edited the voice, I made it higher so that way I could figure out who is really talking. Now, I'm going to play the audio files again, but this time after they've been edited, and you guys can figure out who is really talking.
1, 5, 7, 8.
Yep, that's right, it's Baby! Baby was the one behind the voices all this time. Now, no one has been able to figure out why Baby is saying 1, 5, 7, and 8. We're still trying to figure it out, as a matter of fact. But yes, the truth is that Baby is the one behind that voice. Pretty interesting, right? So, I think this has something to do with the random numbers that Baby says in Night 3 of Sister Location. Maybe you need to add those numbers up or something like that and put those numbers in the keypad? I don't know, but as far as we know, 1, 5, 7, and 8 are important to something, but what are they important to? We don't know yet. But the point is, Baby is the one behind that voice. Okay guys, so this was the first episode of 5 Facts at Freddy's. Let us know in the comments below if you liked this video, and if you want to see more, and if you do, we'll definitely make more. Okay guys, we'll see you next time. Farewell.